Welcome to part 2 of our Shaman deck. Currently going 6-0. A lot of fire elementals in this one, which means a lot of good. We lack board clear, which is definitely a huge problem we have. We almost lost a game thanks to that, but thanks to some risky plays, I managed to pull it out there at the end. I think I made a prediction of 7 wins with this deck, or 6 wins. Which we've already hit 6 wins, and no losses so far, so we'll be fine. Un momento, por favor.
Thrall versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
There we go. How kind am I? I made sure to mute before I did that. Okay, so skip turn 1, Fairy Dragon turn 2, Unbound Elemental turn 3, and then coin Lightning Bolt and kill something, and then I'll have the Unbound Elemental buff up. It seems okay. It's not the best curve I've ever had, because of this overload. But at the very least, I'll actually be able to get some value out of the Unbound Elemental. Whereas, usually, I don't get any value out of his ability. Because I only have 1 overload card in the entire deck. I was offered a Dust Devil at one point, but I'm not gonna fucking take a Dust Devil. Dust Devil is a 1 mana 3/1, which is overload 2 and has Wind Fury. Really good until it's not at all. Oh! Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I hate to do this, but I have to use the Lightning Bolt before I'll be able to put down the Unbound Elemental, because if I put down the Unbound Elemental, I have to trade there, which, what, on 3 he can play... On 3 he can play Animal Companion, which 2 of the minions have more than 3 health, so I actually have to Lightning Bolt now. It's sad to see. Like, I do lose some value on the Unbound Elemental, but I just gain so much value outside of it that it's worth it. It also fucks up my curve a little, because now I play a 3 next turn and then a 5 the turn after. So I guess I have to hope that he has, like, a Gurubashi Berserker or something similar. Maybe a Leok from an Animal Companion. See, this is the exact situation in which it's fucking horrible for me. I would have just had a lot of trouble right now, had I made the previous play. So I guess what I want him to do is not attack the Fairy Dragon. Because he can trade, but then he knows that my Unbound Elemental is going to kill it. Fuck.
Your magic shall not save you.
That was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, so now I'm not getting value out of Stampede Encoder for a few turns. I mean, I could play it this turn, but I really want to get the Fire Elemental out as fast as I possibly can. I've got to think about my positioning against explosive shots, so I'm going to make sure that the Healing Totem is in the center. None of them hit this. Nothing hit this, please. Oh, oh, okay. So now he has to trade Leok if he wants to kill the Spellbreaker. He's considering it. Oh, I love it. Which also means he doesn't have Hunter's Mark in hand, otherwise he wouldn't be considering it. He would Hunter's Mark Spellbreaker and run the Hound in. I'm really glad to know he doesn't have Hunter's Mark, especially this turn, because it means that my Fire Elemental is much more valuable. Because you know it'll... As I keep saying about sticking to the board.
Die, mage.
So, Explosive Shot was going to be bad for me, no matter which side I put the Fire Elemental on. If he has Explosive Shot, it does cost 5 mana, so he'll fire it at the Fire Elemental. There we go. Yeah. So there's Explosive Shot. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, I even outright said that was gonna happen. Coin... What are you coining out? Scavenging Hyena? Coining out a steady shot. Oh. So if he's gonna coin out a steady shot, and he didn't play a Timberwolf, I guess the assumption I make from that is that he has a lot of kill commands in hand. Oh shit, he top-decked Hunter's Mark. You know what, that's fine. I guess in this case, Venture Mercenary just removes one thing. Not actually that bad for me. Not actually that bad. Okay, so Stampeding Kodo comes out onto the field. If that's Snipe, I'm fine. Snipe? Not Snipe. Okay, so because it is not Snipe, I'll just put out a Taunterino. I'm actually fine with that being Freezing Trap, because if I get the Stampeding Kodo thrown back to my hand, I can play it again. Johnny. He's holding these two cards. Is this the same two cards he was holding from that turn where he did the coin steady shot? Because if it is, they are kill commands. Deadly shot. That's a shame. With one card, I don't see how he's going to win this. Freezing Trap. Okay, that's fine. Makes it 5. Yeah, play it again. Put out a Shilwind Yeti. That could also be a Freezing Trap, because you cannot put down two of the same secret at the same time, so that could be a Freezing Trap. Murloc Raider from the top deck. So he's still holding on to this card. What card it be? I'm thinking. I'm doing all of my thinking. It looks like he's on edge to play it, so I really want to know what it is. Come on, tell me. Oh, it's a Hungry Crab! I would never have fucking guessed that. Oh my god, are you kidding me? No, no, I would never guess that. Kill the Hungry Crab. I haven't even heard the Hungry Crab eating animation. Eating animation. Animation? No. Eating effects before. Because that's how few people play that card. Okay, so Explosive Trap will kill 1, 2, 3, 4 things on my board and still leave me with 8 damage. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to play Cult Master and then attract into an Explosive Trap and draw a shitload of cards. Shit, I have no space on the field. Aw. If I had space on the field, I would play the Cult Master first, and then trade off enough things, get enough cards, and win the game. But I do not have Cult Master, and that's why I'm not going to be doing that. Can I make that any more roundabout? You actually can't do anything. Oh, you can do that. Holy shit, he cleared up my board.
Join or die, or both.
First kill. Scurvy dog.
Why? Why wait that long and then attack for almost no value?
The frost wolves
Makes no sense to me. Okay, yep, I have lethal next turn by 1.
I let the dogs.
Well played.
Well played.
This guy played his deck very oddly. It's maybe the rest of his deck has really aggressive cards, which he just didn't draw. But the way he played the deck, or at the very least, as much of the deck as I've seen, was really poor. He should have been playing for control with those cards. rather than coining out a steady shot and then going for the face. Okay, so 7-0. Which means I've officially met whatever my target was. I thought it was 6, it might have been 6, it might have been 7, who knows? All I know is that I've got 7 wins and 0 losses, and I'm very fucking happy about that. Incredibly pleased with myself. Now, a while ago we did have a request to do an 8+ wins arena by Empire. We delivered on that immediately after with Wild Growth, which was released 2 days after the request, but was recorded, I believe, about a week before.
For Doomhammer.
I'll keep the Rock Biter, because I think I'll get a 2-drop in my next 2 draws. Otherwise, I'll just Totem, I'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. As I said, a 1, and then a Totem, and then a 3 is fine by me. It rhymes, and that means it must be true. And since then, we've also got another 8 wins arena. So if this is an 8 wins arena, we are, like, doing our best to fulfill that. No Mad Bomber, and don't fucking hit it.
X marks the spot.
Rock Biter. Rock Biterino.
Must guide me. First kill.
The only thing revealing that Worgen Infiltrator is legitimately bad against right now is Elven Archer, and playing an Elven Archer as that drop, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. No reason to trade down, unless I was very, very heavily fearing the idea of a Blessing of Might, and then running that into my Unbound Elemental. But since both of these have the same attack value, it's not that big of a loss. Because a Paladin is going to have a lot of difficulty dealing just 1 damage. Yep, see, he made that trade, which meant I just got 2 free damage by not making that trade myself. Oh, wow. Ah, okay. Yeah. No, I know what's happening here. That is a get down, defender. Get down!
Get down!
Put this apple on your head.
Please be taunt. Oh! Oh no! Consecration! Guys, we fucked up.
Me and Mr. Bite.
Guys, we fucked up. I 100% deserve to be consecrated there. Okay, so I want to reduce the amount of targets for the Frostwolf Warlord hit. Right? No. No, Frostwolf Warlord does not go down this turn. Does it? Shit, 5. I'd leave him with 1. Okay, so the problem here is, I want to trade off the Unbound Elemental into the Fairy Dragon to make it a 33.3 repeated % chance that I will hit the Mechanical Dragonling with the dagger that comes out of the Knife Juggler when I play the Frostwolf Warlord. But I need the Unbound Elementals to still be on the field when I play the Frostwolf Warlord in order to have a 6/6. And because of that, I think I'll actually, play 2 minions. Hit it. Hit it. Fuck. I know I traded down there, but he would have traded up with his Mechanical Dragonling had I let it live. Oh, no. Guys, I've already told you how fucking infuriating, sorry, is the word I was trying to use, this weapon is. Actually, because he has a Sword of Justice out, the Lord of the Arena is better than the Sunwalker, because the Sunwalker basically, the Sunwalker has a Divine Shield, which is going to get removed using only 1 damage from that, or 2 damage from that. It's actually not valuable. If he had a lot of big dudes out, and, say, Sword of Justice was a true silver champion, it would be a lot better. Oh, no! Gurubashi Berserker! No! Alright, I can't Gurubashi Berserk. I'm thinking long and hard about this one, guys. I might silence the Gurubashi Berserker, and then just straight up attack past it. If I do that, I'm also summoning a totem. So, healing totem. Okay, so since it's a healing totem, I'll attack that, silence the Gurubashi Berserker, and then attack right past it. Because now he does actually not have enough damage, at the very least, visible on the board, to kill the Lord of the Arena. Whereas if I didn't make that attack, he would have been able to use the Sword of Justice plus both of the minions on the field to kill the Lord of the Arena.
Follow the rules.
Okay, so I can't silence anymore.
X marks the spot.
Ah, that's actually a really good play, because it gets the +1, and then it gets +1/+1.
Reporting for
He can't even kill it, so Frostwolf Warlord is really good this turn. Okay. Got that, and then trade that and that. Yeah, that's actually really solid. Do I want a Taunt Totem? No, it's horrible if I don't get a Taunt Totem. Okay.
the Frost Wolves stand ready.
Okay, so that kills that. And then these 2 could attack into that and kill it. And they survive and get healed up, and he hasn't consecrated yet on turns that consecration was really good. If he does consecrate, I'm fucked.
I've got the beast in my saddle.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Pirate's code.
Alright, he doesn't have consecration. It would have happened a long time ago if he did. Ka-thump. I need to get a guy every turn. I need to be getting a totem every single turn to try and even out the value, because he's going to be getting a guy every turn, so I need to get a guy every turn. You know what I mean? Guy. Get a guy. Which means that if I get a 2-drop next turn, I'll be able to play it, because I'm going to Sunwalker and then drop and drop. Okay, cool. Even with this guy, he still loses 2 things killing the Sunwalker. It's exactly what I want.
Reporting for duty.
Man, I need a way to kill that. Alright, so this is me trying to protect the Fire Elemental until I can trade it into the Stormwind Champion, because the Stormwind Champion needs to fucking die. On a Paladin, it's just, hey, I'm gonna create a 2/2 every turn, I hope you're okay with that. And I'm not okay with that.
It's me and Mr. Bite.
Okay, looks like you can't stop me from killing the Stormwind Champion. That's good. The 4/4 can kill that, but then I'm gonna kill the Stormwind Champion. Oh, I could Hex. Think, Ryan. Most valuable Hex target. Fuck. Most valuable Hex target still dies to the Sunwalker. And then he can trade that and that. Or that. He would have to trade 3 things. I'm just thinking, because I need... Okay, so Fire Elemental will have to kill that then. That makes sense. And then the Sunwalker goes down, and then I Hex that. This is just to make sure that it's very difficult for him to get through the Sunwalker and then kill the Fire Elemental. In this way, excluding cards from his hand, obviously, which I can't account for, he has to trade almost everything in order to... Okay, that's fine. In fact, he actually does have to trade everything in order to clear the board of the... to clear my board, I mean. Yep. Okay, so now it's down to top decking.
Pay attention, class.
This actually isn't as bad as it looks, because his Guardian of Kings going down to 3 health by hitting my Violet Teacher will enable it to die to so many things in my deck. Especially that, that Fire Elemental, which I know I still have in here. 2 Fire Elementals, actually. I need to save the Cult Master, unfortunately. Cult Master dying to 2 Silverhand Recruits. Oh, fuck, I got a Taunt Totem. I should have played the Cult Master. Shit! No.
They'll never know what hit them.
If there was any time to play the Cult Master, that would have been it. Because it gets me a card and then he has to... Oh, man.
It's time for a little blood.
Okay, so now, as it looks, he has to kill the Stoneclaw Totem and give me a card. And all I need is that fucking Fire Elemental. Or a Lightning Bolt. I believe I've still got a Lightning Bolt left. There's a Stampeding Kodo. Stampeding Kodo at this point is only going to kill a 1-1. I'm behind. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty far behind. But I can get back into this with a, Oh god, Kodo only has a 20% chance to kill that. Okay. Kodo! So close, buddy. So close. That should be lethal. Let me count. Yep. Man. I don't think there was much I could do better there. So it looks like we're going 7-3. As I've said, as soon as we lose one game, we apparently immediately lose the 2 after. But 7 is self-sustainable, so 7 is good. 7 is a crystal key as well, it's really pretty, so yeah, that's fine by me, then. Fine by me. Oh, God. Dear God. I mean, I did pretty well as a priest earlier. I got a 5-3, and I'm doing a 7-1 at the moment as a shaman. So clearly, the playing the game thing isn't too difficult for me, but
The elements will destroy you.
just the talking is, oh, my throat, and then the nose, and I don't like being sick at all, and I'm always the most sick out of all of the fucking people I know. They're always just healthy forever. I know people that'll just walk over and pick shit up off the floor and eat, well, not literal shit, but, like, they'll pick food up off the floor, like, oh, 5-second rule, huh? If I do that, I die. I have no immune system somehow. It's absolute bollocks is what it is. Okay, so playing the... I was about to say... Playing this minion here actually puts me in a really good position. Because him having to use a 1-mana card to deal with it puts him off curve. And then he plays literally the best value card for... Fuck! Are you kidding me? This is... The Senjin Shieldmaster is effectively the same as the Chillwind Yeti, and I want to save the Chillwind Yeti for later, so I'm going to play Senjin Shieldmaster. Reason it's effectively the same is because the Crazed Alchemist is going to die to a Chillwind... to a, Senjin Shieldmaster, all the same as it would die to a Chillwind Yeti. God damn it. Oh no. I fucking knew it as well. I was about to say it's gonna be a rock. I seriously knew that was about to happen. You have to trust me. I knew that shit was gonna go down. Ugh. So fucking frustrated. I'm thinking, this is the most likely for him to put the Chillwind Yeti down to a health that I can kill with Fire Elemental, and it doesn't matter if he gets a healing totem at this point, because that'll only buff it up to 2 health after that. Obviously the worst thing is Rockbiter Weapon on the Crazed Alchemist kills the Chillwind Yeti, in which case I can't play the Fire Elemental next turn because I don't get immediate value out of it, and that is why you play Fire Elementals. For that immediate enter the board, fuck your life value. Other than the Lightning Bolt or Rockbiter Weapon, I can't exactly see anything that's entirely horrible for me. Yeah, it's Lightning Bolt. Yep. Bollocks. Get a 2-drop. That'll do, actually. That'll do. I mean, up until it gets hexed, it'll be fine. Up until that point. One of the problems is if he does not attack into it with the Chillwind Yeti, I can't silence his Taunt Totem and then attack his Chillwind Yeti and then play the Fire Elemental. Which is bad. So he can break its shield. Cool.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
That's exactly what we were looking for, friend. Healing Totem all you want, I don't care. Next turn is very likely to be Azure Drake and either the Bloodfin Raptor or a Totem, depending on whether one of the Totem abilities is head and shoulders above the others in saving me. Oh my fucking god! It wouldn't have mattered if he didn't have the Wrath of Air Totem as well, so I'm fine with that, because he's still going to waste 2 damage on it, one way or the other. If he puts himself down to 10 health, that's actually better for him. Because I don't have 10, you know, to the face immediate damage in my deck. Draw a card. Cross of Warlord. Put this down, and then a totem. Okay. So the reason I did the totem is because the totem is going to be non-assuming, don't need to kill me, I'm just a standard little totem. And then I can possibly come out and put down a big Frost of Warlord without him expecting it. Unfortunately, that fucking healing totem means that I can't kill the Stranglethorn Tiger. Fucking healing totem. Oh shit, no! Silence this guy, kill the... Oh, the plays! Oh, yes. Get ready for the plays, right? And then I can put down the Frost with Warlord, and then trade. I almost misclicked and attacked the fucking Stoneclaw. That would have been horrible. Horrible. Okay, so at this point, I imagine he's holding a Hex, because it's been so long since I played anything Hex-worthy. Yeah, there's the Hex. Right. So, I've also got a Hex, and I'm waiting for him to play something worth me hexing. Oh, God. Is that going to go for my face? No! Trade off. Cool. Unfortunately, I just have to flood the board. Positioning doesn't matter, but I'll just put it there. So I need to get huge value out of Hex to get back. Oh! Yes, the biggest Hex value. I also want the Ogre Magi to sustain 1 damage. No, 2 damage. So that I can kill it with a Rockbiter weapon after I've... Oh, yes. Yes, no, I'll still be able to kill it with a Rockbiter weapon. Cool. Yep. Everything is awesome. No! I deserve that. Everything is awesome. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Wowzers. Oh, I did not deserve that. If you're wondering what everything that just happened was, he got a Stoneclaw Totem, which... He got a Stoneclaw Totem, which basically meant that I couldn't use my Rockbiter weapon to kill his thing. Oh, God. Okay, so kill the more damage first, because the amount of health it has doesn't actually matter to me at this point. Okay. So when he doesn't have a Taunt Totem, he's going to get a Taunt Totem every single time he presses the Totem button.
It's time for a little blood.
Well played.
He's top decked the damage. Or a way to remove my taunt. Or not. Fucker.
Who you want me killed?
One more damage and no taunt.
Justice shall prevail.
Who you want me killed?
I will fucking beat the death. I've never won against that top deck late game Deathwing. It's always beaten me.
Speak to me.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I don't have a taunt, so I have to kill it. If he just top decks any damage to the face, like a charged minion, or a lightning bolt, or a rockbiter, I'm dead.
That was a mistake.
I don't want to talk about it. That's fucking annoying. I had 2 fire elementals on the field, and I was so close to getting back into it. Yeah. That's absolute bullshit. That's actually not fair. Because legendaries are basically the strongest late game you can have. So when you get into a draft and you just aren't offered legendaries, same as when you're just not offered late game, it's just really bad. And it's not representative of a card game that is balanced in that regard. And that's one of the big problems I've always had with Hearthstone. That there are certain decks where if you don't have legendaries, you can't run them. Can't do it. Like, you can't do a Miracle Rogue that is effective in any regard without Leroy Jenkins. You can do it without, get a 2-drop, please. You can do it without Edwin Van Cleef, but you can't do it without Leroy. Because Leroy Shadow Step, Leroy Shadow Step, Leroy is the biggest combo in that deck. Is one of, at the very least, the biggest combos in that deck. So I'm relying on drawing a 2-drop, or at the very least getting a useful totem next turn. Because having the 2-3 out against a 1-1 with Divine Shield is actually really useful. I've done this exact same thing earlier in this same arena, I believe. Just... yeah, I'm sick of that happening.
Who you want me kill?
That's fine. At this rate, it looks like he'd trade the 1-1 and use the Fire Blast, then use the Bloodhound Raptor to kill the Wrath of Air Totem, which means he only has 1 mana left over, and probably doesn't have a play. Which is why that is a solid play.
I'll never tell.
Oh, he does have a 1 mana drop. Well, that's unfortunate. For me, I mean... oh, that could be bad, especially if he puts out, whatchamacallit. Oh, actually, no, I'm suddenly fine. Because the Fairy Dragon cannot be hit by Fire Blast, because that's a hero power. If he puts out a secret, I'm pretty displeased about that. If he puts out the guy that allows you to play a secret for free, then I'm really annoyed. Okay. He still has to trade his guy for it, at least.
For the crusade!
Which is good enough. Unbound Elemental, because he has to use Scarlet Crusader plus a Fire Blast to kill it, which means he slows down his tempo even more. I'm relying on the Fire Elemental coming into the battlefield hot. Reason I've done this is because the Scarlet Crusader kills the Iron Fur Grizzly, and he leaves the 4-2 alive on the field. Whereas if I played the Azure Drake, the 4-2 kills the Azure Drake and he leaves the 3-1 on the field, most likely. This just allows me to get better value out of the Fire Elemental. Because it's killing a 4-2 rather than a 3. And also allows me to keep that Azure Drake just a little bit longer. So Flame Strike here isn't horrible. Considering I don't have too many cards in hand, it's something that could be considered. I just don't like it, personally. Like, if you've got 3 or 4 Flame Strikes in your deck, then yeah, it's kind of worth doing. He does have to kill that this turn, yeah. So I guess at this point I want the Hidden Worgen Infiltrator plus a Azure Drake, probably.
Truth is my choice.
Okay. Now this is fine, because he still does have to use Fire Blast plus the Stormpike and the Damage Golem in order to kill that. Obviously barring any kind of plays from his hand. Do you note how, at this point, all of my commentary has lost personality because of that Deathwing play? I'm focusing on that Deathwing play. I'm scarred inside because of that. And because of that.
Let the pain speak to me.
Oh, I still can't fucking believe it. Oh. Yeah. Reason I had to play the South Sea Captain is because I cannot rely on Totemic Call not getting me the 1-1, because if it gets me the 1-1, he draws a card from the Acolyte of Pain, and then he can ping his own Acolyte of Pain and draw another card. So that was obviously not something that I wanted to do. Yeah. Whereas in this situation, he either gets to choose to ping his own Acolyte of Pain to draw a card, or ping... Dear God, Ryan, stop fucking... Ugh. There you go. Or ping the 3/3 South Sea Captain and run the damage golem into it to start clearing the board. So, obviously, don't care about Flame Strike. It was pretty low value Flame Strike. What does him using a Flame Strike on a low value target tell me? It tells me the capability of him, the likelihood of him having more Flame Strikes in his deck is actually much higher. Frostbolt. There we go. Okay, so I guess I... Spellmaster... Yeah, I'm gonna Spellbreaker that. Because I don't want that trading up. I mean, it will trade up, it'll kill the Spellbreaker, but that's fine.
Your magic shall not save me.
The frost will stand ready.
So he can run the Emperor Cobra into my Spellbreaker and then hit it with the Fire Blast to remove it, but then he's got 8 mana left, and I've got a Frostwolf Warlord. So no matter what he plays this turn, I don't want to Hex. I want to wait until he plays something that is 8 mana expensive or more.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
I would heavily advise he does the Fire Blast and Emperor Cobra play. If he goes for the face, then he's setting himself up for a loss. Because I have a 2/3 chance to summon a totem that would just stop him in his tracks. Healing Totem to buff the Spellbreaker out of Fire Blast range after I use it to kill the Dragon the Mechanic. Or Taunt Totem to stop him from attacking through. Okay, so that was the wrong play. Oh shit! No, that tells me that... That tells me stuff about his deck. Okay. Stampeding Kodo, anything but this. Best value target, good. So what that tells me about his deck is that he believes he is ready to deliver lethal. So I need to consistently be clearing his board. I'm fine with him using Fire Blast to kill the Spellbreaker. Because it's not a Pyroblast in my face. Oh, fuck. Fireball, Fireball? Yep. Okay, so I can't heal myself, which means I lose. You know what? It happened again. I mean, that's 16 damage, so just in case I draw something, I'm gonna... Something that somehow saves me. Fire Elemental. It happened again! We got to a certain point, 7 wins, and then just straight up lost 3 games in a row. Yeah, no point. I knew what was coming. It's absolute bullshit. Oh, god fucking damn it. And we would have won if it wasn't for the Cobalt Geomancer, which is usually a low value pick. Alright, 7 wins. It's okay. I told you a number of times this was going to happen. We were going to get to a certain amount of wins and... 160 gold makes that a lot more interesting to me. Okay, so, 34 packs. That'll be the end of that deck. Fire Elemental, I've got to fucking think... there's something in Fire Elemental that I should be using, right? Fiery Rage, Fire. Bound by Flame, Fire, Blaze, Burn. You know what? Just because I'm sick, and because we use those fire elementals, to win a bunch of games, I'm gonna call this burnt out. And especially because of the fucking top deck Deathwing win. I am so sick of that bullshit happening to me. I'm not gonna say every fucking arena, obviously. It doesn't happen every arena. It happens 1 in 20 arenas. But it makes me salty enough for 20 years worth of arenas. Oh, God. Anyhow, if you've liked the video, click like on this and the previous part 1, which you'll be able to find down in the description if you somehow missed it and gotten to this point. If you've disliked the video, feel free to click dislike on both of them. Yeah, it's okay. I'll live. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, subscribe to my channel. Up until next time, I've been Rhapsody, that's been Hearthstone Arena. Burnt out, we've been playing a Shaman with 4 fire elementals and just infinite piles of salt. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, and we'll see you next time.